Hey everyone, this is Shreyas and welcome back to another video. So finally I'm going to compare a bunch of TWS today. The common factor is in India they are priced close to around 10,000 rupees at the moment, barring the Galaxy Buds 2 which with promotional offers come down to around 10,200 rupees. Unfortunately I'm missing out one of the major players which is the Oppo Enco X. But with that said, let's talk about the pricing real quick of these so that you have an idea how to evaluate their value and what will be important to you. So in India, as I mentioned, all of these are close to 10,000 rupees or exactly 10,000 rupees barring promotional offers. But in the US, the things change a bit. The Pixel Buds A are costing around $99, which is a great pricing in my opinion. The OnePlus Buds Pro and the Galaxy Buds 2 cost around $150 if I'm correct. So the value proposition will differ a bit, unfortunately, to the US audience, but for Indian audience, it should be similar. Now with that said, this took me a long time to compile and bring you down detailed points which could help you in your buying decision. So I would really appreciate if you can hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and turn on notifications so that you don't miss out any videos I put out in the coming future. So with that said, this is Shreyas and let's check these out. What I'll do to ease it up is do it in terms of parameters like build quality, sound quality, ANC, etc. and rank them according to my preferences and try to justify why. There could be reasons which I've mentioned them in their individual reviews, which you can check it out in the link in the description again. Otherwise, I will make sure to mention it in this particular video as well. So let's get started with the build and design. Now, honestly, I can easily pick my favorite over here. Those are the Pixel Buds A. Why is it so? It's because the build quality is really good. It feels solid. It is a matte finish, which I personally prefer. The lid is really nice and spring loaded. It opens up very nicely and closes with a good snap. Not just that, coming to the buds, they are designed very well, and this particular fin helps in comfortably fitting it in your ears for longer periods of time, which I personally really love. Not just that, the design of the earbuds is so that the nozzle part of it is longer, which helps sit these earbuds deeper into your ear canals and give you a better fit and noise isolation as well. So that's what I really like. This shape is really unique and I feel it is a good shape for putting it in your coin pocket of your jeans. And another thing is that the touch surface of these buds are completely flat, so it's easy to identify and tap them, which is a bit of an issue initially, at least in the Galaxy Buds 2. Next, in terms of build quality, I will rank the Galaxy Buds 2. Why I put these in second position are because the case and the buds both are extremely glossy and slippery. The case attracts a few lint if you keep it in your pockets, and the buds are slippery when you're taking them out from your ears. But otherwise, coming to the case and the hinge, I really like it. It is definitely not as good or as satisfying as the Pixel Buds A case, but it is good quality given how the form factor this is designed for, like a square case. Another thing is this is overall square with rounded corners and is a bit thicker than both the Pixel Buds A and the OnePlus Buds Pro. So it could be a bit tougher to fit it in your coin pocket. Now last comes the OnePlus Buds Pro. Because of the build quality, the plastic material is not as great, although this is of matte finish. Even the earbuds are something which have a matte finish but has a glossy chrome finish at the touch targets. The hinge is something which I really hate. This opens up very easily and the magnets are not strong enough for the earbuds to stay inside if they get some shock impact. So that's why I didn't like it. In terms of form factor, this struggles to fit in your coin pocket. Another thing why I don't like the design of these buds is because these have stems coming out of it, which is a personal preference. I do not like buds with this kind of a design. But although if you put it in your ear from the front, it is very difficult to identify. Regardless of that fact, from the side they're very much visible, and obviously because of the chrome finish it is very much visible on your face as well. I personally do not like that. Alright, next comes to the fit and comfort. Now again, here my winner will be the Pixel Buds A. As I mentioned that the fin really helps, and how these are designed, they sit deeper in your ear for great noise isolation, and these are the best for workouts in my opinion as well. Next, I would personally prefer the Galaxy Buds 2 because they were well fitting honestly, but I did not have the security which I felt with the Pixel Buds A, and even with the Galaxy Buds Plus which had that fin that helped it lodge into your ears very nicely. And at the last position is OnePlus Buds Pro again here. Just it's not really a bad fit or something, but personally in my left ear it causes ear fatigue after 20 minutes or so. So I do not personally like it for long sessions, and again, because it does not have any ear hook mechanism or something like that, it is not the safest for workouts. Now next is the mic quality. Now the mic quality is very tough to judge, but what I'll do is play you a series of mic samples from these individual buds so that you can help yourself decide which sounds more natural, nice, and cuts down on other noise and does not make my voice sound robotic as well. So here you go. This is a recording from the Pixel Buds A. I'm again recording it in the same condition as the OnePlus Buds Pro and the Galaxy Buds 2 as well. Let me know how my voice sounds over here and if you prefer the mic on these or not. This is a recording from the OnePlus Buds Pro. Let me know how the mic adds up and how you find my voice over here. I am in the same condition as compared to the other buds which I am recording at the same time as well. This is a recording from the Galaxy Buds 2. Let me know how my voice sounds over here compared to the Pixel Buds A and the OnePlus Buds Pro. Again, I am recording it in the similar condition as the other two devices as well. Another important parameter about earbuds is battery and charging. So in this particular category, I will definitely go for the OnePlus Buds Pro because they have the highest battery rating. Honestly, they have a lot of battery in the buds compared to these two. They last around 6 hours or more, sometimes with ANC on at 50% to 60% volume, because these buds are really loud compared to these two, regardless of the phone you're using with. Not just that, the case also holds more charge, so you get approximately 36 to 38 hours of listening time, and if you do not use ANC, you can extend that even more. Apart from that, you do get USB-C and wireless charging on this particular case. Second will be the Galaxy Buds 2. Unfortunately, they don't have great battery life on the earbuds, which is around 5 hours, but the case has another 20 hours approximately, so you can charge it up 4 times almost and give you a total of 24 to 26 hours of battery life. This also is with ANC on, by the way. Also, this case does get USB-C charging and has wireless charging as well. Now last comes the Pixel Buds A. Now technically these have battery life a little better than the Galaxy Buds 2, but I placed them last because they do not have ANC. So even without ANC, these last around 5.5 hours. Not just that, the case only supports USB-C charging, and that is something that I do not really like because I would have preferred to have wireless charging on these buds as well. One more trick you could have is this has a hands-free Google Assistant mode where it's constantly listening for you chanting out the assistant. If you keep that off, you will get extended battery life, which could stretch to almost 6 hours. So now another important thing is with the setup and pairing process with your phone. Now with that, I will definitely say the Pixel Buds A are the best over here because it includes Google Fast Pair, which is universal across all Android devices. The setup process is the easiest for this particular earbuds. Now the next would be the OnePlus Buds Pro in my books. Why? Because with the OnePlus devices, yes, you do have quick pairing features, etc. But with other phones as well, you can use the Hey Melody app and you have to go through the regular pairing process of any Bluetooth device to pair them up. Another good point is that this has a pairing button inside the case. Now the last over here is the Galaxy Buds 2. Although it has the most seamless process to sync with its kind of OEM, which is Samsung phones or devices, the setup process with non-Samsung phones is the most cumbersome in this case. It has a better pairing process with Samsung phones even with compared to OnePlus Buds Pro with OnePlus devices as well. But the Hey Melody app is way better and requires less number of things to customize your buds. The Samsung wearable app has a lot of hoops to jump around, and when you're setting up your Buds 2 for the first time with any non-Samsung smartphone, it will ask for the precise location permission all the time, even though this does not have any location finding feature, to be honest. It just has a beep to identify it and that's all, but still it will initially ask you to give the location permission all the time, or else you cannot pair these with the Galaxy wearable app, which is really hideous in my opinion. Now next, let's come to the apps. Now obviously my personal favorite is the Pixel Buds app. It has less number of features honestly, but it is very easy to navigate through and there is no disparity regardless of what device you're using it on. Now the second comes to the Galaxy wearable app. Although it does need a Samsung account to log into and all those permissions to give initially for setting up, but overall I like it because of the limited but nice customization features which you have in the Galaxy wearable app. At the end, the Hey Melody Melody app is required when you pair these up with non-OnePlus phones, but the Hey Melody app is something that I find really inconsistent, and if you compare to a OnePlus phone how it looks versus the Hey Melody app, it is very different, which isn't the case with these with non-Samsung and non-Pixel phones. Next comes the controls. Now for controls, I will definitely go for the Pixel Buds A. They do not have all the controls on the buds, but it has a better touch surface, and you have hands-free Google Assistant which will help you with multiple options, not just the ones you miss out with the touch surface like volume functions. Google Assistant can help you out with that, but you can do a lot more like handling your smart home devices, replying to messages, picking up calls, placing calls without even touching the buds. So that's a great thing. Next, I would put the Galaxy Buds 2. Because they have nice touch surface and good features, you can customize the touch functions you want or do not want to be active, although you cannot change the individual responses to the touch gestures that are installed in the app. You can only configure the tap and hold feature. That's about it. That too, you have only 2 options, but you do get volume controls with the tap and hold feature if you opt to do so. And the last is the OnePlus Buds Pro. There are 2 reasons to it. Yes, you do not have much of flexibility with the customization of the touch patterns, just like the other 2 buds. But over here, because you have stems, you have to pinch and not just tap. And that's a 2-finger operation, which I do not really prefer, because when your hands are occupied, it's not something which is very convenient. Now let's move on to the sound quality. Now, honestly, sound quality, I would call it a tie between the Pixel Buds A and the Galaxy Buds 2. Sound quality in terms of sound stage, the separation, the frequencies and the clarity in the mids, highs and the bass is very well balanced in the Pixel Buds A, and same with the Galaxy Buds 2. But here the Galaxy Buds 2 take a slight lead because of the equalizer settings you get in the Galaxy Wearable app. I personally love the dynamic setting. Also, you get a bass boost setting only over here and an adaptive EQ as well. Adaptive EQ only helps with the volume in my experience, not with anything else. But the bass boost mode is really well implemented on the Pixel Buds A, but it is also done very well on the Galaxy Buds 2 as well. Now, OnePlus Buds Pro are nowhere a bad sounding earbud. Honestly, if you're listening to the right genre, this might be the best earbuds among these 3. But if I consider everything like podcasts, movies, gaming and all genres of music, I will not choose these because the bass is too heavy on this. It will be enjoyable for a lot of type of music genres like EDM, hip hop, etc. When you listen to podcasts, it can get fatiguing when you're listening to just dialogues or people's voices without any other instrument. Also, another thing is the OnePlus Buds Pro has the highest volume level among all these 3 buds over here. Although they do distort at above 90% of volume, which is understandable because it's extremely loud, and I don't recommend anyone to listen to these at 100%. It will definitely cause you hearing damage. Now the next is the ANC. Here the Pixel Buds A just go out of the window because they do not feature ANC unfortunately, but the OnePlus Buds Pro actually have really good ANC. Even in comparison with the Galaxy Buds 2, the OnePlus Buds Pro has better ANC in my experience. They drown out a lot more sounds, and the Galaxy Buds 2 also does the same, but at a higher volume level of music only will you drown out almost all the sounds from the environment. But over here, even without any sound, if you just have ANC turned on and no other music playing in the background, it will drown out a lot more sound and give you a more immersive experience in that way. Now, I covered a lot of the things which I feel are essential to TWS selection. Now I'll give you my verdict according to what I like. Now if I really have to just pick for people loving bass, go for the OnePlus Buds Pro. You will not be disappointed at all. Yes, it did not make it to the first position for most of the categories I mentioned, and a lot of those categories are based on personal preference as well, which could be subjective based on what you like and dislike or give importance to. So if you love bass, go for the OnePlus Buds Pro. You will not be disappointed at all. And another thing which goes for it is the battery life, which is amazing on this compared to all these 3 earbuds I have in front of me. The next is about balanced sound quality and important features which you might want in a TWS. The Galaxy Buds 2 are something which are really useful in that way because it features ANC, has a very good and balanced sound signature, which I personally like. Not just that, it also has some additional features like wireless charging. If you prioritize that, it could be really useful for you. I personally really like the Pixel Buds A, especially because of its Google Assistant integration. And what I love about these is that there are no features cut down based on the devices you are using. If you use an Android device, no matter how old it might be, the performance of the Pixel Buds A or the features of the Pixel Buds A remain unchanged, which is not the case with these two earbuds. Now, honestly, I use multiple devices from time to time, if you can see on my channel, and that's why I definitely can feel the Pixel Buds A being of more use to me. Not just that, I love using Google Assistant, and I have a lot of things, including smart home things, integrated into Google Assistant. And when I'm listening to podcasts or doing something while listening to music, replying to messages, answering phone calls, etc., are hands-free experience with the Pixel Buds A. Because the Galaxy Buds 2 and the OnePlus Buds Pro cut down on a few features which might not be essential to you, but again, you have to go through the hassle of pairing it with a different app, etc., because the pairing process is not as seamless as the Google Fast Pair. So I really hope I helped you out with this particular comparison and it is of value to you. So if you want to buy either of these devices, I will make sure to link them down below. It will really help the channel. And if you like this video, definitely make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you know when I put out a brand new video. So thank you for watching and I'll catch you in the next video.